All right. I want you to take a look at his face. This is not the right screen. I want you to take a good look at his face as he says this, right? Look, look. Chin forward, aggression, anger. Look, that's what when a person juts their chin forward, it's a sign of anger.
Does she understand? And do I really believe that you're going to come second to my husband? Is my husband going to come first? Or is it we're a package deal? If you're a package deal, that's no deal. I'll be honest, it's a package deal, that's no deal because let's say you and I were to get married, you got a daughter, right? And let's say we have two kids together and your child is 5. So 10
Listen,
years from now, your daughter comes home and says, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower.
look, Kevin touched me. His name is Kevin. Listen to the numbers that he gives. You get together when the child is 5. 10 years later, when the girl is 15, she comes to you and she says, Kevin looked at me. He touched me. Kevin touched me. He looked at me getting out of the shower. And then he's like, yeah. What do you say to that? If they say he's auditioning to see how much this woman will protect her child. He's auditioning to see how desperate this woman is for a man in her life. He's auditioning her to see how much he can get away with. If she says Kevin touched her, what do you say?
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got some TikTok videos that just baffles me. And I understand that, you know, we're past this. I understand that we're past this, but we're gonna revisit this because this is something that men just deal with. That men who are very truthful, this is what we deal with on a daily. You know what I'm saying? When you try to state the truth, it becomes a problem. But then when you sit over here and say something that benefits everyone, nobody wants to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So this is some Kevin Samuels-ish right here, bro. This is some Kevin Samuels-ish right here. There's only 2 clips, but you know, man, y'all already know how it go, man. Y'all do me a huge favor, leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe. What's funny is we live in a time where people can literally just make up shit about you, and somehow it's true. Somehow it's true. And when you then go back and say, you know what? Hey, here is my response to these rumors and these false allegations y'all giving me. Nobody comes out and say anything. Everybody then says, well, you know what? He's lying. He's not telling the truth. And it's like, bro, if somebody, you got people who dig up these celebrities' past from when they were freaking 3 years of age, the shit that they posted, and try to bring it up and try to hold it against them, and then they apologize for it, even though it happened damn near 30 years ago. Now look, when they apologize for it, it's, oh, they don't, man, he don't mean that shit. She don't mean that shit. Oh man, it's a fake apology. It's like you can't win with society. It's like you can't win with society, and they nitpick. If people really do not like you, they will nitpick every little thing that you do. They will nitpick every little thing that you do, and they will misinterpret the shit that you would say. They will misinterpret the shit that you do, i.e. this video.
Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
Huh?
That's not something.
All right. I want you to take a look at his face. This is not the right screen. I want you to take a good look at his face as he says this, right? Look. Look. Chin forward, aggression, anger. Look, that's what when a person juts their chin forward, it's a sign of anger.
Does she understand? And do I?
Y'all see what I'm talking about? They nitpick every little thing. I can literally show you thousands of clips where Kevin Samuel is always doing this. He always putting his hand on his chin. That's what he does. He's been doing this since day one when he talks to somebody. Need I show you? And the thing is, this is what I'm trying to get at. If people do not like you, they will jump on you for every little thing that you do. This video is trying to go on and insinuate that Kevin Samuels messed with little kids, messed with little girls. When he was simply just trying, when he simply is giving you an example, and he's trying to tell women, if you get a man, a stepdaddy, and your daughter comes to you and say, you know, hey, your boyfriend looked at me walking out the shower or whatever, that can mean anything. That can mean anything, right? So he's trying to say you can't believe everything your freaking daughter say or your kids say, which is true. You can't believe everything kids says. I can give you numerous examples. My father owns a daycare, so I can give you numerous examples. But the thing is, it's sad that we have black women like this who try to nitpick and down a brother like this, man. Why do that? Why do that? It makes no sense to sit up here and say, well, you know, he got his chin aggression. Okay, that's one thing you're trying to call out. Let's just keep looking. You'll see what else I'm talking about.
Really believe that you're going to come second to my husband. Is my husband going to come first? Or is it we're a package deal? If you're a package deal, that's no deal. I'll be honest, it's a package deal, that's no deal, because let's say you and I were to get married, you got a daughter, right? Let's say we have 2 kids together, and your child is 5. So 10 years from now, your daughter comes home and says, Kevin touched you, looked at me getting out of the shower.
Look, Kevin touched me. His name is Kevin. Listen to the numbers that he gives.
His example was Kevin looked at me getting out of the shower. Not touch. He was about to say touch, but looked at me getting out the damn shower. Because touching and looking are 2 different things. I can look at you. You walking out the shower, I can look at you and keep going. But touching is a far different thing if you're getting out the damn shower. Touching is a far different thing if you're getting out the damn shower. That's why he switched it up. Because he's like, hold up, man, shoot. I doubt a lot of your men is going to sit over here and touch a damn girl. I doubt any man is going to touch a girl unless they just a perverted freak. He's not trying to say that stepfather could be a perverted freak. He's just trying to simply say, I can simply look at this man. I can simply look at this girl getting out the damn shower. Like, as I'm walking, she might have the door open or whatever. I'm walking, look, and keep it moving. Even if it is in a sense where, you know, he does touch the damn girl. Because what he's trying to say is, even if it is in an event where, you know, he is sexualizing this damn girl, stepfathers more than likely will have to come before your daughter. And with a lot of women, they're trying to say it's a package deal with me and my daughter, essentially saying my kid will come before you. Now, a lot of people sit over here and say your kids should come before your husband. You know, it just depends on a person. It just depends on a person. Now, me, you know, my kids is, you know, for me, God, family, kids will be a part of family, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, it just depends on a person. But that's what he's trying to get at. Who comes first, stepfather or kid? She's sitting over here trying to take it. She's taking it somewhere where it doesn't need to go because it's non-existent. That road is non-existent. But she's trying to pave a way for it.
You get together when the child is 5. 10 years later, when the girl is 15, she comes to you and she says, Kevin looked at me. He touched me. Kevin touched me. He looked at me getting out of the shower.
Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? He effed up and said touch, or he was about to say touch, and he went back and said looked at you. Bro, like, and you see, she keeps going back to touching. This is a lot of your women. This is a lot of your women in the Western society, bro. You know what his example was. Why you keep trying to go back to the example that he wasn't trying to give? That's all I'm freaking saying, man. That's all I'm saying. She's trying to insinuate that this man messed with little kids, and we know this not to be true. She's just trying to bring up something just to down this man. It's sad because we give women like this a platform. She don't need to be on no damn TikTok. She don't need to be on social media, period. Because you're misinterpreting examples. You're not using the right examples. You're sitting over here coming up with shit that makes absolutely 0 sense. He always does this. He does this anytime he talk. He does this anytime he talks to anybody. Look at previous videos. He does this. Okay. So, like, dude. But yet she's trying to say that's a form of aggression.
And then he's like, yeah. What do you say to that if they say he's auditioning to see how much this woman will protect her child. He's auditioning to see how desperate this woman is for a man in her life. He's auditioning her to see how much he can get away with. If she says Kevin touched her, what do you say?
You can't, like I said, but you can't win with sisters, man. You can't win with women in general, but damn show my sisters, bro, because this shit is ridiculous. This is your cancel culture right here. This is what your cancel culture consists of. A bunch of women just like this. This is what Black Twitter consists of. A bunch of women just like this. A bunch of people who already don't like you. So then once you give them one inkling once you give them some space of speculations, they're gonna then go over here and turn it to something else. You sit here and you say this is a form of aggression, which it's not. Then you sit over here and try to insinuate that this man messes with kids. Then he tries to give you an example and you mess his whole example up. He said if she comes to you 10 years later and say, hey, he looked at me when I got out the damn shower. How do you then turn around and say, okay, well, he touched me? He said he said he looked at her, not touch her. And then on top of that, she's trying to make it seem like he was involved in this. He was giving a life example of him being in that situation. It's like, bro, you know, man, like I said, a lot of these women, you can't win with them. We have so many women that hate on this nigga Kevin Samuels. And it's like, they will sit over here and slaughter this man. He gay, he hates his mama, he hates black women, he's this, he's that. And it's like, okay, for the gay accusations, I always ask my black women, did y'all ever go to the Vlad TV interview? Did y'all ever actually take a second to go look at what he said explaining that gay rumor? No. Some will literally sit over here and say no. Some will literally sit over here and say, I don't need to see that. Some will then sit up here and say, okay, and doesn't mean he's telling the truth. Okay, so he's never said that he was gay. No speculation, no nothing. Just what y'all just came up with because y'all don't like him. Because y'all don't like him because he's well dressed. Y'all just come up with because he's gay. He's never said he's gay. He's never said none of that. Y'all come up with a false narrative. Y'all come up with a rumor that suggests that this brother's gay. Then y'all even had a freaking video where the man was, there was a man laying in his bed or somebody else's bed or whatever it could be. He talks about that in Vlad TV. Now it was questionable. I was looking at that shit my damn self. I said, okay, Kevin Samuels, you're gonna have to explain this shit. He explains it on Vlad TV. All you gotta do is go freaking look it up. But black women don't want to hear that. Black women said, you know what, my mind is stuck on stupid and I don't like this nigga. So, if anybody can give me anything, if it's just pure speculations, if it looked like this nigga, just send it to me. We can get in the freaking Photoshop and make it look just like this nigga. Rumors can be true, but when he go ahead and addresses the rumors, he's lying. So rumors are true, facts are lies. That's how America works. That's how a lot of your black women work. But here's the funny thing about it, right? A lot of people love to say he hates black women, he downs black women, this, that, and the third. Yeah, but the first 2-3 years on YouTube, he was talking about men. No woman wanted to bat an eye about that. No woman wanted to bat an eye about that. But they want to bat an eye the second a black man start talking about black women. Then it's, oh, well, hey, shoot, he a kid. He an a-hole. He hates his own women. But they don't ever talk about shit like this.
Women like men who other women like. Women like men who are sexually experienced. And the only way you're going to get sex, because you're not rich, you're not famous, you're not the dominant alpha male or the super select guy. The only way you're going to end up becoming pre-select is by approaching women.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
All 462 people in the chat room could tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting.
So it's like y'all black women can down this man simply for him just talking to black women. Simply for him holding black women accountable. Y'all won't get on him about talking about black men. This is the difference between black men and black women. And it's proof in the pudding. You got Kevin Samuels. He was talking about black men, talking to black men, trying to correct them. Nobody batted in the eye. You got black women sitting on here saying, yeah, they need that. They need another man telling a man how to freaking act. Too many black men around here, this and that, this black man this, black man that. No black man has ever said anything. We didn't make a whole movement. Not a single black man was happy when Kevin Samuels died. None of that. We ate that shit. Why? Because we knew it was true. Hey, shit need to be changed. But you do it with a black woman. Black woman calling you gay. Black women sitting over here saying he can't get up. Black women sitting over here trying to say he hates his own mama. Black women trying to sit over here and say he a coon. Black women trying to sit over here and say he hates black women. Where was all this at with black men? Y'all weren't saying that he hated black men. Y'all weren't saying that he hated that he hated himself. Y'all weren't saying he was gay then. Y'all weren't saying none of this. Black men never said any of that. Because once again, we knew it was true. But you leave it up to a black woman, you'll get videos like I did, like I reacted to it just a couple of seconds ago. Black women tend to be very, 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 very hypocritical. You see it time and time, again and again and again. You know what I still yet have to see? I still yet have to see clippets of Kevin Samuels being talked about by other men or women about him talking to black men. I don't see any clippets of when he used to talk to black men. I've never seen any clippets. The only time I see clippets are when it's going against videos that suggest Kevin Samuels hate black women. That's the only time I see those. Well, hey man, he been talking about black men, but y'all don't want to say nothing about that. Facts. Black women are very emotional. Women in general are very emotional. So when you try to hold them accountable for something, they can't handle that shit. They can't handle that shit. It's, well, you know what? Hey, shoot, he did it. She did it. Why you gotta bring up my past? My past has nothing to do with anything. We're living in the present. Tell that to the people who have felonies. Tell that to the people who still locked up for the damn shit that they did 20-something years ago. Your past means a lot. Your past means a lot. So when he gets on single mothers, when he gets on women who eats a lot and are overweight like a motherfucker, your past determines how big you are right now. Your past determines how healthy you are. Last year is my past. But if I spent a whole year eating healthy or whatever, I'm going to be looking good. They're gonna be like, that means you work out. You work out every day. That's for a long ass time. If you constantly eat, you worked your way up to that. You ain't just wake up one day and say, damn, I'm at 130. Now I'm at goddamn 270 pounds. That just doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. You worked for that shit over time. So now people going to be laughing about you and looking at you because you're fat because of what you did in the past, not taking care of your health. You can't sit over here and goddamn insinuate this man messing with kids. You like, she just misinterpreted a whole video and came up with her own shit. I was just like, man, hey, look, this shit is crazy, bro. But we need to show how hypocritical some of our sisters can be and a lot of our women can be. So y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.